If you've ever hired someone great only to lose them within 6 months, it's not just bad luck. After helping dozens of fast moving companies fix broken hiring pipelines, I can tell you top performers don't just leave for more money. They leave because of a mistake most businesses never realize they've made until it's too late. My name is Bedford-Flood, founder of ProSource Staffing. I help leaders and hiring managers recruit and hire better, smarter, and faster. Let's start with the hidden cost of turnover. If you've ever had a great hire walk out the door just a few months in, you already know it's not just disappointing, it is disruptive. When a top performer leaves, you're not simply refilling a role, you're rebuilding momentum, retraining their replacement, and often redistributing their responsibilities across an already stretched team. And the ripple effect is real. Morale drops. Other employees start to ask questions, confidence in leadership can waver, and if it's happening often, your reputation takes a hit. Not just internally, but externally too. Candidates talk, former employees share stories, Glassdoor gets updates, and suddenly great candidates are ghosting you. One client came to me saying, "We just need more resumes." But what they really needed was to stop bleeding talent. They didn't have a hiring problem, they had a retention problem, and it was costing them time, productivity, and trust. And let's not forget the financial impact. Studies show that replacing an employee can cost anywhere from 50% to 200% of their annual salary. Multiply that by every early departure, and you're not just wasting time, you're draining your budget. So, why do people really leave? Well, let's talk about the real reasons. Most companies chalk it up to compensation, but after nearly 30 years in staffing, I can confidently say it's rarely just about the money. Here's what I've consistently seen: poor or rushed onboarding. You spend weeks, maybe months finding the right candidate, then handed them a laptop and a welcome packet and called it onboarding. Top performers don't want to be left figuring out things on their own. They want to know what success looks like from the start. If they're not supported in those first critical weeks, they'll disengage fast. Unclear expectations is another reason. I've worked with clients where the job descriptions didn't match the day to day reality. And guess what? The new hires felt blindsided. When expectations aren't set clearly, employees feel like they're failing, even when they're doing exactly what they thought was asked of them. Then we have cultural mismatch. This is a big one. You can hire someone with the perfect resume, but if your culture is fast paced and unstructured and they thrive in a slow, process heavy environment, they'll leave. Even if they don't say it directly, they feel the disconnect every day that they show up. Then let's discuss no growth plan. People want to see a future. If there's no path forward, no skill development, no career conversations, they'll create their own growth path somewhere else. I once had a candidate leave a $90,000 role for an $80,000 position because a new company showed them a clear path to leadership. It's not just about now, it's about what's next. Have you ever thought about the red flags that you're missing? Most leaders think they'll know when someone's about to leave, but often the signs are subtle, and by the time it's obvious, it's too late. Let me give you some red flags I've seen in the past. They stop asking questions. They don't volunteer ideas anymore. Their cameras are always off in meetings. Their tone shifts. They're polite, but they're distant. They're used to bring energy, and now they bring silence. These aren't just mood changes, they're signals. And here's the kicker: many people who seem fine on the outside are already interviewing behind the scenes. One smiling employee we placed gave 2 weeks' notice and shocked the entire department. The signs were all there. She just didn't feel safe bringing them up. It's so important to fix the issues before they actually walk. Okay, so what can you actually do about it? Here's the three-part retention formula we use with a client that keeps people engaged from day one. role clarity, and onboarding blueprint. Before the first day, define what success looks like, not just task, but outcome. Build a 30, 60, and 90-day onboarding plan that outlines what they'll learn, who they'll meet, and how they'll be supported. Give them a roadmap that says, you're not alone, we got you. Cultural alignment before the offer. Hiring for skill is important, but fit matters more. Use behavioral questions to understand how someone works, communicates, and handles stress. If your team is highly collaborative and they prefer working solo, it's going to clash, no matter how qualified they are. I always ask candidates things like, how do you prefer to receive feedback? What's your ideal team dynamic? Tell me about a time you didn't click with a manager and how did you handle it? These answers tell you more than a resume ever will. Then let's discuss onboarding feedback and fast support. Don't wait for the 6-month review. Check in weekly, ask open-ended questions, give feedback fast, whether it's good or bad, and train your managers to listen, not just talk. Support systems matter, whether it's an internal buddy, regular check-ins, or a go-to point of contact. Great employees need to feel seen and supported early and often. I'll wrap this up with one of our manufacturing clients had 4 new hires quit in less than 1 year. They thought they were just picking the wrong candidates, but after we started digging in, we found no onboarding plan, no clear expectations, and zero follow-up after the first week. We helped them build a simple system using the formula I just walked you through. The very next hire, still with them over a year later, promoted and thriving. The difference wasn't the talent, it was the experience that the talent walked into. If you're tired of rehiring the same role again and again, let's change that. We help companies build retention systems that actually work, not just wishful thinking. Book a call at the link below and let's fix the cracks before another hire walks out the door.